Welcome to the Brooks and Zach 100 Years Podcast. I'm Brooks.
You think if I just put a bunch of pancakes on my arm, I could make breakfast sleeves?
That's Zach.
I legitimately forgot how to carry conversations because of how long I sat down.
I don't know. That's probably one of the best little opens you've had in a while. That was a good one.
Oh,
And that's Liam over there.
Yeah.
We are once again Sans Josh. Because he does not tell us when he's doing something after we told him that this would be the time that we'd be doing the podcast. Mm-hmm. But I'm not bitter at all.
I think you're
not bitter at that son of a bitch at all.
Yeah. I'm not bitter at having to drive all the way to that piece of shit's house and to find out he's not even there.
I don't have to drive there, so that's a go for me.
Yeah.
Listeners,
you can't. That was a Zach face. That was a very Zach-like face.
Speaking of, how many pictures of my face do you have at this point?
More than I have of my family.
Yeah, how much memory do you have on your phone just for all the ridiculous pictures you have of us?
It's funny. More of my memory is taken up by like podcasts that I'm burning through than from the pictures. And I have thousands of pictures. I have thousands of pictures.
Makes me happy.
Just like 400 maybe?
I would like to... I want to see, like, you upload, like, an entire album of just my faces, just to see how many people go, why the fuck do you have all these? Or if somebody's going to go, time to meme it. Time to make a meme. Time to make a meme.
No, I said I had 400 photos. Don't know why I even thought that. I have 45. 45 photos and 3 videos.
Okay, so, on my camera roll, in total, there are 4,053 photos and or videos.
Jesus Christ.
It is a bit of it's a bit much.
Mine are mostly memes.
Mine are mostly memes, pictures of Zach, pictures of Du Bois, random other shit, and then, yeah.
I have 86 photos and 4 videos. One of which is when I thought I 100% completed The Binding of Isaac.
But you didn't?
No, I didn't, and you can see by the end of this video. And I broke down and cried. Anyway.
I have this photo of Liam.
Yeah, I got that photo of Liam too. No, I got a different photo.
This is great for an audio show. This is just wonderful content. This is great. But yeah, most of my phone's memory is taken up by a podcast, since I am determined to listen to every single episode ever made of My Brother, and Me.
That's 350 episodes.
And then The Adventure Zone. Yeah, it's funny. I'm through a huge chunk of the first 100, but like not chronologically, so I'm working to remedy that.
See, I always end up, like, I'll just click on a random one, and I'm not looking at what I'm clicking on, and it always ends up being one of the live ones, and that just bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't feel like listening to audience members. Audience members are annoying.
Then just don't click on a face-to-face episode.
Yeah, but recently they did, like, 3 of them.
Yeah?
And then there was one where, why are we talking about another person's podcast?
Yeah,
I feel like that's toxic to the show. Are you laughing or what's happening?
I'm coughing.
There it is.
I'm trying to cough away from the mic.
Cough into the mic.
Is that yours?
Yeah, that one's mine. The one after that is yours.
Oh.
Why?
It's empty.
Where the fuck did my other one go? I think I left it upstairs.
Mine's at my foots.
Yeah, I think I left it upstairs. So...
I mean, here. Just drink mine.
What?
Like a fucking plebeian. I mean, I'm gonna do it. It's just...
Like a savage. I feel like your shirt's dirtier than his lips.
You obviously don't know Zach. You don't know Zach, then.
I mean, I'm trying to think, what did I do today that was dirty other than handle a shitload of money?
Handle the shitload of money and also ate Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers is pretty good.
Roy Rogers is amazing. Don't talk shit about Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers is fine.
I love Roy Rogers.
I wouldn't go as far as say amazing.
Amazing. My fave burg ever is from Roy Rogers. I know I've talked about it in the show. Listeners,
I don't know if you have.
Shut the fuck up. Listeners, go to your local Roy Rogers. Get yourself a double bacon cheese. Get yourself a large Mr. Pimp and a large fry. get to that window, and she'll be like, do you want any fixins or barbecue sauce? You say, yo, bitch, give me as much barbecue sauce as you are legally allowed to.
Don't call them a bitch.
Call them a bitch.
No. Don't do that. They have hard jobs.
Okay, I agree. Say, friendo, give me all that barbecue sauce that you possibly can without getting in trouble with your boss man. And then they'll be like, right on. And then they'll do what I did when I worked in fast food, because I've seen this happen multiple times, and it's really funny. They'll look left, they'll look right. Make sure their boss is not looking. Take their big old hands, put it in a big old box, and give you so much of that sweet barbecue sauce. And then you go home, and you open it up, and between bread and first patty, you put a pack of barbecue sauce. Between patty and second patty, you put a pack of barbecue sauce.
You open them, right?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then you squirt it on there like an excited girl. And then between patty with bacon and cheese and top bun, you put another pack of barbecue sauce. And then you put on some gloves, because that shit's gonna get messy.
Did you ever actually put on gloves?
No.
Okay.
That was no in burp talk. And then you eat it. That's it.
Is that the end?
That's the end of the story.
Yeah, and then your stomach's gonna hurt for the next 3 days. But it's worth it. It's really good.
Well, you know me. I really go for that food that makes me feel bad for several days.
Yeah, you and your hot dog tacos.
Taco dogs.
Taco dogs.
I like taco dogs.
Taco dogs?
Taco dogs.
Yeah, because it's close to top dog.
Hot co's?
No, I don't like it anymore.
Hot co's? Shitty.
Disgusting.
So basically, what happens, listeners, is that whenever my family has a Taco Tuesday, we always have a bunch of taco meat left over. Keep it in a little container, throw it in the fridge, and I see it, I'm like, oh shit, dog, it's that time of the week, it's time for some taco dogs. So the next day, more often than not, I try not to waste any time.
I try not to waste any time.
I gather about 3 to 4 hot dogs, and I cook them in the microwave.
So gross.
And then I heat up the taco meat. I place the hot dogs on the hot dog buns.
You don't even boil or fry them, you just throw them in the fucking microwave?
Yeah, I do.
Savage.
Yeah, talking about it makes me feel bad. I slather them with ketchup, mustard, and sriracha sauce, and I throw on the freshly cooked taco meat. And then I throw in a bunch of fucking cheese. And
what kind of cheese is it?
It's usually, we use a shredded, taco nacho blend kind of cheese.
Okay, so the 3 cheese blend.
Yeah, the 3 cheese blend.
Okay.
And I just throw that on there, and I just go to town. And because it is so easy for me to make, I probably eat it more than any other meal. And it always makes me feel bad afterwards.
Yeah.
But it's really good at the time. When you're really into it, it's real nice.
It's like having sex with your
But
ex.
3 of them?
Yeah, all 3 of them.
I'm a fat guy. I couldn't even do that, to be totally honest. 3 hot dogs, that sounds like a bit much for me, let alone with all that beef and cheese on it.
Liam, more often than not, I have 4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can barely get through. 2 for me, it's like slices of pizza. I'm like, alright, 2 big slices of pizza, I'm good. 2 hot dogs, I'm good. 1 burger.
Funny enough.
Which makes me sad because how much I like burgers.
Well, unless it's at White Castle.
I
love White Castle.
Funny enough, I usually have 4 slices of pizza whenever I have pizza. And
I want your metabolism.
When I go,
I would look so fucking good.
When I go to. No, you'd look like me, so you wouldn't.
No, he would look good in comparison compared to how gross you would look.
True,
because I also exercise.
That's weird,
right?
I mean, the whole exercising thing,
right?
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, when I go to places like Five Guys, I have two burgers.
Oof. I mean, you guys saw me at Five Guys that one time. I just got a double cheese and some fries, and it was all over my face. Yeah. I was like a little angry boy.
Yeah, usually I forego the fries for another burger. So
yeah, but the fries are good.
Fries are good.
I'm gonna go to Five Guys for fries, I think, because they're like, yeah, I'll just get a small fry. Yes, this will tide me over for a bit.
Yeah.
And this will feed my family.
You got any gross recipes that you're down on?
And that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, what's a real not so happy recipe I have? And the worst thing I can think of is one time, I remember in middle school, my dad always used to, when he made pot roasts or whatever, he put like a little bit of Coca-Cola in it because it would like break down the meat or whatever a little bit more. But you see, baby boy Zach Brain went, yeah, it probably works with all kinds of meats, right? And if I just pour soda onto some bologna, it'll probably like taste good. That's probably a good idea. Now, I know what you're thinking.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean, baby boy Zach? How old was Zach when he made the soda bologna sandwich?
Continue this
like
story.
a week ago.
Anyway, so you know how you get your regular sandwich going in like the school days. You get white bread, bologna, cheese, another slab of white bread.
Yeah.
Where's the mustard?
Where's the mustard?
I didn't like mustard.
What the fuck? You gotta have mustard on your B&G.
All right, well, all right.
I had to
Hypothetical situation. Maybe Liam told that to baby boy Zach, and then baby boy Zach just went, all right, fine. And then at the school, he went to get mustard.
Probably did at one point in time.
I believe
can
you.
imagine that happening. Me just yelling at you for eating a bologna and cheese wrong.
I just imagined the same two of you, just smaller and in middle school. Like
It's kind of what it was.
It's just same head, smaller
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
Did
Same
we
height.
ever eat lunch together?
No, I never had any friends at not because like
Because of the timing.
yeah, because the time like there were like 3 lunch schedules and every single
Right.
one I was never with anybody.
Yeah.
I knew.
So
I was
you
like,
you had friends, just not at the
and there
right
were 2
time.
floors.
Is this high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were talking about like middle school.
No,
So-
I am. I was just we were talking about.
Now, middle school, I don't even remember where I sat. In middle school, I sat with, like, Anthony and Steve and Logan and stuff.
Yeah, no, in middle school I sat with a whole bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were like a little bit above those nerds.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
that's
I
why.
think you guys sat behind us.
Like 1 or 2 rungs up the ladder.
Not even.
That's why. No, you see, because what I did was I paired with a bunch of kids who I knew like socially were lower than me. So I'm like, I'm the king. This is good. And I would never move above that because I'm like, I'm the biggest fish in this tiny, tiny pond, and I like it. But anyway, so
As you approach high school, you're just like, the water's drying up. It's
Yeah,
evaporating at a too fast a
and then I
rate.
see Brooks. I'm like, oh, thank God, more water.
Like you're just like you're like the puddles, like just the tiniest bit, and you're just there. I'm like, well, I guess this is the end. And then like on the news, it's just like, so there's a flash flood coming, and his name is Brooks.
I just like to imagine a bunch of individual raindrops with just your glasses and your stupid face.
And my fucking nose.
So anyway, yeah. Long story short, I poured cola into a Ziploc bag.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
Like I wasn't just like, haha, I'll soak the bologna in it. No, I was like, I have that Ziploc bag. And
You just
seal.
made a stew?
You just marinated
A
it.
Coca-Cola
It was
B and cheese
It
stew?
was the worst, but because I was a little stupid idiot boy, I had to play it up and go, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. And like I had to
Suck it through a straw.
no, I like what I did is I opened it and like I tried eating it, but like the cola got everywhere, so I had to like push it from the bottom. So I like started sucking on the plastic and turning it inside out.
Oh,
It was
no.
not good. I felt fine. I have the strongest stomach because when I was younger, I just had strep throat and stomach virus every fucking day.
Oh no.
That's real bad.
I thought you were going to say when I was little I ate paint chips.
No, I didn't eat paint chips. I tried to eat glue once, but I remember my teacher stopped me.
Did I eat anything weird? Probably. When I was 21, I stuck a bead up my nose and I got stuck for a little bit.
Was that yesterday?
That was like a month ago. I sent you guys pictures.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, right.
Oh, jeez.
And then I said, I'm going to do it again. You guys are like, no! Why?
Why would you do that more than once? The grossest thing I ever ate was
Wasn't the taco dogs?
No, well that's the grossest thing I eat like on a regular basis. If we're talking like one-off things, it's funny. It wasn't something that was intentionally gross or some like concoction that I made like you. It was my mom got really into gardening a few years.
Speaking of concoctions, Barbie Bakery. We'll get back to that. Continue the
Okay,
story.
yeah, just like a little audio note. So my mom like really tried to get some gardens going a few summers, and at least 1 or 2 of the summers, she got really into growing zucchini for some reason.
Same with my mom. It's weird. What?
Yeah. So, and from that zucchini, she made the most horrid, awful zucchini casserole I had ever had in my entire life.
Well, it's supposed to be zucchini and squash, not just zucchini.
Well, it was kind of just zucchini.
Oh, no.
It was zucchini. I don't even know how casserole works, because from my point of view, it was just zucchini and a bunch of gross shit that isn't even like food.
It was just processed.
I don't even know what it was. It just was gross and disgusting and made me want to vomit every time I ate it. But I kind of got locked into eating a lot of it because,
What?
because it was me and my older sister eating it. I think my younger sister was only like a baby at this point. And we were stuck eating it, and I'm just like, oh, this is just disgusting. And my older sister was just like, well, Mom put a lot of effort into it, so you have to say that you like it. I'm like, fine. And then, and then when my mom came in, I'm just like, me being like just a over enthusiastic child, like trying to oversell it. And he's like, Mom, I love this zucchini casserole. It's so great. And then my sister was just like, hey, Mom, I only have a bit of zucchini casserole left. Since Brooks likes it so much, can he have mine? And she's like, oh, yeah, yo, just give it to Brooks. Like, he likes it. And I'm like...
That is...
Rachel, what have you done to me?
Props to Rachel. That is fantastic.
She'll
that is some smooth shit.
She'll probably say... I know, she's cooler. She'll probably say that never happened, but I distinctly remember that happening that way.
I hope it happened.
And then, from that point onward... My mom was under the false impression that I really liked the zucchini casserole. No matter how many times I told her I didn't, she would keep making it for me to eat.
Hey, Mom, I really don't like this. Bullshit.
You want some right now? I got you.
They have my parents use the same excuse whenever there's some whenever they make like a gross one-off thing and I eat it and I hate it. Then in the future, whenever they try to make it again, I'll be like, no, I don't want that. I've had it before. And he's like, when did you have it? I'm
Bro,
like,
I hate that shit.
Like, March 22nd, 2003.
I got pictures.
At like 10:02 a.m. What the fuck do you expect me to say? I'm a child. I can't recall the specific time when I gagged on this fucking zucchini casserole.
I don't know. I mean, with my parents, I was always just like the opposite of a picky eater. I wouldn't stop eating. That was my problem. That's why I was a fat boy. I was a really fat boy.
Yeah.
And my mom was just like, she always used me to compare everybody else when they're like,
yeah.
I don't want to eat that. Like, well, Zach was the best eater in the family. I'm like, Mom, you don't have to say that.
And you're just like, yeah, Spencer. Why can't you be more like Fatty over here?
Oh, well, and that's when I got self-conscious because I had boobies. And that's when I was just like, well, and then I went to the doctor, and the doctor's like, you're gonna die if you keep eating it. Not even kidding. I remember the doctor going, you're going to die.
How old were you?
The doctor's like, what are you tub about a C cup?
I remember elementary.
You're gonna fucking die, Lardo.
No, I remember because it scared me so much that I went, I guess I gotta eat right, and I only ate carrots or whatever vegetable we had in the fridge.
Now you're gonna die of orange disease, you fucking idiot. Fucking stupid 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I just imagine that scenario of like a kid in elementary school, like being like, just give it to me straight, doctor. You're gonna die if you keep this up. And he's like he takes a big puff of a cigarette. He's like, fuck. You take a swig of like some bourbon or something. He's like, I gotta change my way.
He's like Capri Sun and just a crayon in the mouth. He's not smoking. He's like,
lit crayon.
You keep. The doctor's like, from these charts, you keep eating crayons and trying to do the D. So you're going to die in like 2 years.
Sounds like a good time to die. What?
Nothing.
Well,
continue.
Okay, I was gonna say you had a thing about Barbie oven.
Barbie bakery.
Yeah. Wait, did you have something you want to say before I get into that whole thing?
Okay.
All right.
The most heinous, delicious thing I've ever had it was on vacation, some fucking place in North Carolina. It wasn't the Outer Banks. It was Holden Beach is the place. Holden Beach is the place. There's one restaurant on that little island, and it fucking sucked. But they had I forgot what they called it. It was like the fucking horrible kill yourself hot dog.
Was
And
it called a taco dog?
no, but it was worse. Me and my friend split it.
Okay.
It was a hot dog wrapped in bacon,
Fuck yes.
deep fried,
No. That's already...
mustard, ketchup, relish, chili, cheese, and French fries.
How are you alive now? Like, how are you here after having eaten?
I
that
only ate
much
half
acid?
of it.
Oh.
If you had eaten the whole thing, it would just be me and Zach today,
Oh, man,
because Josh would still be a piece
I
of
had a
shit, but
picture
you'd
of
be
it
dead.
too, but
You have a picture of it?
I had a picture. I wish I could find it.
You
But
could probably Google it.
I'll look for it.
Google Liam Wallace.
No, but it was heinous.
Alright.
Fucking awful hot dog.
Oh, it was heinous.
Then Barbie Bakery doesn't really compare that much to this, but when I was... what was this? This was 3rd grade, Zach? Maybe 2nd grade? It was at that point where... my father was really ashamed of me because I didn't give a shit about what boy toys were and girl toys were. So I was like, I'll take a bar. This Barbie has a bakery set? Yeah, I want to bake food. And my mom's like, that sounds fun. And my dad's like, all right.
That's a girl toy.
Yeah. But no, and so I got home, used like all the little, like they give you a packet of sugar and yeast or whatever, and you can like make a very gross ass cake. And after I made that, ate it, I went, what else can I make? I got soap, I got water, I got mud from outside.
I've got this like stuff that they put in the attic, into the walls. I forgot the name of it.
This
for the
pink,
bit.
this pink fluffy fucking
Insulated.
Insulation. Yeah,
There it is.
yeah, insulation.
fiberglass.
Fiberglass, thank you. Continue.
Well, it's called.
Was that the end of the story? Is that you just decided...
I made all of it. I tried putting it into like the light bulb microwave bit it had.
Yeah.
It didn't work. It came out and it was just really gross. I remember I got sad and I tried feeding it to my dog. My dog wouldn't eat it, and then I was like, I'm the worst cook ever. And that was
and that's
second grade
that
Zach's cooking dream.
you gave up on your dreams of opening a 5-star restaurant. Well, a 4-star.
I'll never be like my dad, Guy Fieri.
What's
Yeah,
up?
he is Guy Fieri.
Yeah, he really is.
Does Guy Fieri even cook, or does he just like go to places, eat their shit, and go, "That's a spicy meatball"?
That was the worst fucking Guy Fieri impression I've
That's
ever
what he looks
seen
like.
in my life.
That voice is perfect for what he looks like, and you can't tell me different. With the fucking 16 sunglasses and the 80 chains and bracelets and the fucking flame shirts.
Fun fact about that: my dad went to a restaurant that was like somewhere in Lithicum or whatever, just some city that we don't go to, and he went there and like all these cooks in the back were just like pointing to my dad and everything like that. My dad's like, "What's happening? I don't know." And apparently, Guy Fieri visited that restaurant and they got a picture with him. And so they're like, "Oh, can we get a fake picture with you?" And like, my dad was wearing eerily similar clothing to Guy Fieri that day, just like the checkered shirt and everything like that. And he got a picture with him and free food.
You know, if your dad dressed more like an 8th grader, he'd probably get free food at places.
Because he looks retarded.
Well,
the
that-
gimpy arm
yeah.
helps too.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, it'd be
Zach.
great. Nah, he's fine.
All right. Well,
He's not
in order to sort of cap off that segment and provide a nice transition to whatever we do next, we're going to have our classic segment of the mailbag. We're having a mailbag. This is a super short one, though. So,
Shit.
this one says, the subject line was episode 75, so it's a response to our latest episode. I relate to players. Sincerely, Will, who is the fan that Josh ran into and who I'm friends with. So,
Is it an actual thing, or is this a Brooks? I relate to players.
sincerely, Will.
Is that all he said?
Yeah.
Was he the fucking pedophile?
No, he wasn't.
Will, I swear to God.
No, Will is our fan who's a friend of mine.
He's our
who's
friend
in-
fan.
Never
Yeah.
met him.
One
Doesn't
of
exist.
our friend fans.
He's in that very funny group, Echidnacon on YouTube. He is, some would say, the George Harrison of that group, as in fucking, I don't know, he's like the most talented one or whatever, and no one really realizes it. But he has now earned the distinction of our number one fan, because he is the first person to actually email
Actually
us.
fucking send us something.
Yeah, to actually send us
Reluctantly, he's our number one fan.
Yeah.
So
Because he's like, I didn't want this.
You know, if people don't know us personally and are listening to this, if you send us shit, you will skyrocket, and we will talk. We'll give you a fucking shout out. You can show to your 6 weird middle school friends.
You'll punch Will right the fuck off that number one fan spot and claim it as your own.
Just fucking send us a little love note or ask us a question, and we'll turn into an advice show for the modern era.
No, that's a little in the copyright area, but we'll...
Is it?
And
Someone already do that?
And put in parentheses who your favorite person on the podcast is, and no matter what you say, I'll just go, I know they meant Zach.
But what if they say Zach? Will you feel like you manipulated them into, like, loving you?
Oh, yeah.
Will you feel bad?
No.
You might be a serial killer.
You do show some sociopathic tendencies.
Did we have any other mail?
No.
That was the only mail.
That was the only
what
one.
about your bit? Or
Then it's not much of a bag.
I said it was a short segment.
You didn't, but you said mailbag, and there was. First off, there was
okay.
no bag. There was
so
no bag.
Are you saying that it is impossible, like physically, for a single thing to be in a bag?
Well, there was no bag.
You never brought the bag out.
There was a metaphorical bag.
Well, you didn't say, I'm going to bring out the metaphorical bag.
That sounds like a different bit. Let's bring out the metaphor bag where we go over all the worst metaphors we've ever heard in our life. Never look a gift horse in the mouth.
What's a gift horse?
Exactly.
Like a gifted one?
Yeah, no, Zach, I do not have the bit I've been talking about for the past 3 weeks because I've been doing homework up the asshole. And I also can't find note cards that don't cost money.
Do you need note cards?
I will find some.
I have so many that I've taken from so many places.
So yeah, Will, whether you want the title or not, you are now Brooks and Zach 100 Years number one Superboy fan. You're good boy, great boy, fanboy.
Well,
number one.
that's sexist. What if he identifies as not a boy?
Well,
Do you
then
have a wiener?
send us a second.
But that doesn't have to do with what they self-identify as.
Send us an email of what you identify
Yeah,
as.
well, we want to know what you identify as. I identify as an Apache attack helicopter.
Can I ride you?
Yeah, baby.
Alright.
Will, you don't have to send us that.
No, you have to, or you will no longer be the number one fan. And it will automatically go to Connor.
Or if you don't want to be the number one
Well,
fan.
no, because Connor never sent us an email.
But he talks to me personally about it.
Yeah, but he never sent us an email.
I'm saying, if this Will character doesn't tell us what he identifies as in the most offensive way possible, he will no longer be our number one fan.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Let's see what happens. Is the title that important for him that he will alienate a group of people?
No.
Well, that answers my question. It's less fun for me.
It's
now.
not about Will himself, but rather the importance of the title.
What title?
Number one fan of the show.
Oh.
Boy. Well, now we need a number one fan of the show girl category. Because we got the boy category, best boy, whatever.
Yeah, best boy, great boy, good boy, fight boy, love boy, number one fan boy.
That. And now we need that, but with a girl.
So now we need the girl boy, boy girl,
The girl boy.
fangirl, love girl, kiss girl, boy girl, fun boy,
Long time.
good girl, great girl.
Okay, so that's the
Fool
transgender
boy,
version.
fool
And
boy.
we need the girl version.
How about...
Number one fan who's a girl. That's the
There
girl
you go.
version.
That's the award you get.
The boy version and the transgender version are very elaborate, unnecessarily to a certain extent, while the girl version is just number one fan who's a girl.
In the transgendered version, we never pick transition, like what to what. It's just we say boy and girl a lot.
Yeah. It really just...
So I mean, it could be for a eunuch too.
The boy girl? No,
Yeah,
I think
because
it's
they
the
can't.
opposite.
Well, no, because it's like positive
can't-
and negative numbers. They cancel each other out. So then
But
there's just
They
nothing.
don't like have both. They like
No,
they
a eunuch
transition
has
Exactly.
one
one to
No,
the
no, I'm
other.
saying eunuchs. I'm saying the
Oh.
boy-girl works with eunuchs because it's like, okay, for opposite sound waves. You got two opposite sound waves over each other, and it's the phenomenon where you have two opposite sound waves over each other. They cancel each other out in their silence.
Professor Liam, I have a question.
So if you take a penis and vagina and smash them together, they fucking disappear. No joke.
I have a question.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? Sound waves? Eunuchs?
Yes.
This ain't no Game of Thrones.
Yes. How are you not following along?
I mean, the way I was viewing it is
if you take balls and put them on ovaries, they both disappear. This is fucking science.
Now I'm imagining that one anime thing I saw where there's
Christ.
God
ovaries
fucking
with
shit.
balls on.
No.
Isn't that how it works? Aren't they just
Isn't that just every anime?
balls?
Oh, I mean, maybe. Meatballs?
Lady balls.
Lady balls. Well, yeah, that's the ovaries. But
Well,
then if you add a pair of testes to them.
I would like to petition to officially change the name for ovaries to lady balls and the name for testes, boy ovaries.
Boyveries.
Boyveries.
Chef Boyveries.
Boyfriends and lady balls. So,
That's 600, a spicy lady ball.
600 years from now, they'll only know them as lady balls. So they'll be like, why don't they just call them balls? And then for boys, they'll only know them as boy ovaries or boyveries. So they'll be like, why don't they just call them ovaries? And we will have successfully changed in the world of written science the genders.
So, what? Okay.
It's more like changing the sexes than
Yeah,
the
you
genders.
change your sex.
Same fucking thing.
No.
I don't know.
One is make-believe to a lot of people, and one is biological.
We'll successfully change the sexes.
Zach,
just by
fucking,
words.
Fucking asshole.
No, I mean, that's how... Look, you know, whatever. Brooks gets all scared about it.
You're the one whose, neck has receded into your body as soon as you called you out on
people
it.
are just like, yeah, genders are just their new deviant art OCs that they're going with. And then
I think it's a bit more serious than that. At least,
It's
if you're not just on the internet.
I'm in between you two.
Okay.
I think it should be a bit more serious than that, but a lot of people are just they fucking saw their favorite YouTuber talk about how there's millions, maybe billions of genders, so they just fucking chose one. That's a thing. Go to middle school or high school.
No, I believe that's a thing. I'm just saying that's an internet thing, not
exactly.
a real world
and that's what we're
thing.
making fun of.
Yeah. If there's a person who's actually
the fucking fat emo chick with the Jack Skellington tattoo, choosing what her gender is based on a Tumblr list.
Yeah, no, that's the person I'm making fun of. If there's a person who's legitimately I'm not comfortable with my body, I don't know what I am. I'm like, alright.
And then, good job, chop off your wiener, give yourself a vagina, I'll give you a sticker. Good job doing what you like.
But that's okay.
Isn't that what they do? It's kind of like the dentist. They just give you a lollipop and a sticker. After you
like
get
the dentist.
After you get a sex reassignment. Right? You were such a brave... No, I can't say boy because now you're a girl. You're such a brave girl in there.
You're such a brave...
You were such a brave boy in there. And they'll be like, yeah, it was. Well, high five.
So you doing anything later? But I'm impatient. Alright, well, get out. Here's a lollipop. And they just throw a fistful of lollipop.
You doing anything later? I think I did a pretty good job.
And then they come back well, how many lollipops are you allowed to give me without getting in trouble with your boss? And they look left and right, and then they reach down.
They reached down to a box of lollipops. Oh my god. We came full circle.
Did it? I'm working on my comedy.
Huh. I had a really good bit that I came up with last night, but then I forgot.
Yeah?
So I'm glad that helps today.
I'm glad we were able to keep them in.
I just want y'all to know, I could have a fucking hour-long comedy special, but I never write it down, and I always forget the good jokes. So when I do sit down, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna write some stand-up. It ends up being a fucking garbage.
So
that's why.
Why don't you just start writing it?
Touché.
You see, Liam, the thing is, you can always improve on garbage. You can't improve on nothing, so just write it down.
True. That was real talk, but that's not what we do on this podcast. We make jokes about wieners and farts and food.
Escapism.
What?
Well, this thing just sort of fucking halted in its tracks.
We went really strong for a while, and then it just kind of flopped.
Well, yeah, you can't always go 55.
Like me running.
I gotta say, you walked from your house to my house today, and Zach and I saw you in the distance. You were just walking normally at first, and then you saw us, so you decided to run right at us. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Let me do some math here, because I got tired of shit walking up here.
Yeah?
I don't know if any math can help that. I could just give you a one-word solution.
Fat, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. You're so fucking funny. Said I'm walking up now at 5:26. I got here about 5:40. So that was about a 15-minute walk. I walk a little faster than the average person, so yeah, it's about a mile. It was about a mile walk. I got tired of shit doing that, but when I was 16, no joke, me and my friends would walk about 15 miles, and that would be normal, and we wouldn't flinch.
You should just fucking gloat about it.
So that's fucking sad. Also, walking up here, I realized if I were to get jumped right now, no matter who it was, I would lose. Because I am so sore from walking up this goddamn hill. It could be a 6-year-old be like, give me all your money. I'd be like, all right, man, there's not much I can do in this situation.
If it's a 6-year-old, you could fall on him.
But that's the thing. I don't know if I had the energy to fall in a direction.
Oh.
It would just be a collapse. And like a bang, and like the ground would open up. The dust might, like, I'm making myself real sad.
It's okay, man.
You're also not, like, guaranteed to, like, be able to aim very well, and, like, the kid could just very easily, like, step out of the way, and you just, yeah.
It'd be a slow fall.
Well, that's why it's an AoE attack.
But even that, like, if the kid is, like, that small, then they're probably, like, got some stats and speed more than, like, strength or durability, so they can probably get out of the AoE pretty easily.
Turn into D&D real quick.
Alright.
Since you don't go there anymore, Lamb.
I don't.
You don't join us.
You stopped liking it. That's cool.
Yeah, you stopped liking spending time with us. That's fine.
Oh my god, you're like women.
Like women? Excuse me. I got that red apple sangria.
I got my sticker right here.
I got all these lollipops for a reason. Thank you.
They don't call me girl, boy, girl, boy.
They don't call me good, great boy, girl, fun girl, kiss boy for no reason.
What's the title of this episode?
Alienating ourselves from anyone in the LGBTQ community.
The title of this episode is "We're Not Going to Have Transgender Fans." That's the title of this episode.
Or the title is "Transgender No Thanks" because we get no thanks from them.
We fucked up worse than Sean Spicer.
Fucked up worse than United
Airlines. We're
plus Sean Spicer.
The name of this episode is "Saying Hitler Did Not Gas His Own People" level of comedy.
If you're transgender and you're listening to our show, please don't hate us.
Yeah.
We respect you.
Or do. You're entitled to your own emotions. We're not going to control you. Fight the system.
Yeah. Also, don't listen to Zach and like and subscribe. Like us.
Okay.
Like, subscribe, have a good time.
And play Persona 5. That shit's awesome.
I hear that's good. How is that? Tell us about Persona 5 so we can get another conversation going.
I put 15 hours into it already.
Already?
Yeah, dude. Like, every waking moment I have that I am at home, I will play it.
Oh, I forgot you're not in classes anymore. You're a big boy work boy, so you don't have, like, homework or shit.
No.
When you're not at work, you have nothing to do and your life is meaningless.
Absolutely.
That sounds amazing.
I love it. I just hate when I have to go to work because then I'm like, I can't play Persona.
You can draw Persona just at your desk. Just draw pictures of it.
I can't draw. I can practice.
That's how you could learn how to draw, as you practice.
You've also been like, why are you drawing here, boy? And then you'd be
This is a place of money, not of art!
What was that?
This is a place of money, not of art! I like that. I like that quote.
Funny enough, that is where I'm at in the game. Like, literally, like, I am in a museum that is made for money, not for... It's a great game. I love. I'm gonna show it to you whenever we. You
still need to let me borrow the Final Fantasy. I actually would like to play it.
All right, yeah, remind me.
I started playing Final Fantasy VII, but I was drunk when I started playing it, and I couldn't move around much, and then I stopped.
Oh, apparently they updated Final Fantasy 15, so that one really shitty part of the game isn't so shitty anymore.
Sure, it's still pretty shitty.
Well, I mean,
from what you were talking about, it was like shitty to the core.
It was the worst.
Like shitty on a fundamental level.
But all they had to do was pretty much cut that out and just like paste in a spot where it's like, we don't have that main character for a bit, we're just going to play as a couple good boys, best boys, better boys than ever. And then it'll be fixed. But you can summon a dude to throw a lightning spear and explode the area around you, and it's pretty great.
Like you can in D&D.
Is his name Zeus?
No, it's It's the Final Fantasy name.
It's Dio.
Uh,
Zach just did the JoJo hand motion
Yeah,
for those listening, which is all of
I
you.
just love Dio. I love Persona. Anime.
God damn it.
Why wasn't I born in the Japans?
No, I don't want to be born there. It's too crowded.
They're super racist, too.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But
Well, I mean, you're racist, but
No,
not like Japanese
like-
level racist.
No,
I
they're
had this
they're
conversation-
xenophobic.
Okay, yeah,
more
that's
accurate.
a
I
better
had
way
this
to put it.
conversation with Yaskovich, and him and I were just like, man, on the podcast, we make a lot of race jokes and everything like that. And I'm like, yeah, but the thing is, I know I'm not it's going to sound racist.
You are starting this with,
Yeah.
I know I'm not racist.
Yeah, I know,
But...
because I view it all as I don't give a shit who I'm offending because I'm an asshole. But
See, that's the thing, like, in the past when you made the joke of, like, I'm not racist because I hate everybody. I'm like, that doesn't make you not racist. That just makes you a super racist.
okay.
Yeah, that doesn't exempt you from, like, doing that stuff.
Race and... Jokes based on race, religion, creed, whatever, sexuality, for me, is almost completely based in irony.
Yeah.
You need to be really good at what you do in order to
Well, yeah, I know. That's why I don't really do it on the podcast, because my
Yeah.
friends know I'm being ironic.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I think people actually believe this shit is more ridiculous than the shit itself.
Which is why I'm overplaying it as much as I can.
Yeah,
so
I know.
eventually a person's going to go, yeah, no, it has to be a joke at this point.
Because the rest of the libtards on the show wouldn't hang out with this guy if he was
Right.
actually that racist.
Yeah, it's just the thing when you're...
No, because Yasgovich and I were talking, and we're like, because at the bank there are some legitimately racist old people there, and like,
Yeah, it's scary, isn't it? Like, when you actually talk to someone that's racist.
when you're combated like with people who are legitimately racist, like, I'm uncomfortable. There's no joking here.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't like
fucking
this.
serious.
But when it's
Yeah.
just like, man, I hate the blacks. They're like, are you just retarded? Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, retards. But
Sorry to offend you, tards.
Yeah, it's just my thing about it is that you need to be like able to make it clear like your intent of it, because when it's your intent's not clear, you don't, and like there's an audience, they don't have the benefit of knowing you in order to like back you up on the
you
whole
know
not
me.
being racist
You don't
thing.
know my story.
And
But, like-
it's the thing is like at a certain point, ironic racism doesn't like. You know, if you do it well, it can be very funny. And
But it does get to a
like,
point where it's just kind of like, all right,
Yeah.
you're just being an idiot.
comedians like like Louis C.K. is really good at like doing stuff about that and about offensive material in
Tosh.
general. To a lesser extent, but
He does it too
I think-
much.
Yeah,
He at this point, well, not so much at this point anymore. I think he's matured, but there was a point in his career where he just coasted on the I'm edgy kind of deal.
yeah. I think I hate that more than anything is people who like are just like the I'm edgy, like so I'm just gonna offend everybody, and
Yeah.
like I don't have to listen to you or care about your feelings. And I'm like, well, do you have actual jokes? And they're like,
That was when Brooks talked to an actual comedian in his big boy voice.
But like with Tosh, for me, it's kind of like Family Guy, where it's like it was like pretty good at the beginning, and then that middle area was like complete shit, and now they're back to being good. That's my
For me,
opinion.
it's to just turn your brain off.
And then there's American Dad, which is just like an uphill climb through their entire series. It is such a good show. Watch American Dad, it makes me pee myself laughing.
And then there's also the point of we are kind of three white dudes, so our
perspective superior.
our perspective is going to be naturally limited. And whenever like
Just some suburban crackers.
whenever someone talks about like it's just like whenever I view the racist jokes, it's always ironic. I remember seeing this webcomic of a guy in a Nazi uniform who goes up to a bunch of people. He's like, "Hey guys, Heil Hitler," and then they're just like, "What? Fuck off!" And then it goes to the guy who's like, "Ha! I got them. I was only being ironically Nazi."
Yeah, it's got to be clear.
It's just
got
like
to be fucking crystal.
Yeah, you can't just like do the thing.
Prince
You have to
Harry.
actually have the intent.
Prince Harry.
Who?
Prince Harry
the
dressed
guy-
up as a Nazi
yeah, the
for a
guy
Halloween party,
dressed
and
up-
everybody was just kind of like, "You're royalty. What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "It was ironic." It was like, "Was it?"
There's a difference between It's Always Sunny, Charlie dressing up as a Nazi, and a member of royalty going to a party dressed
with the
as
Charlie
a Nazi.
being hilarious.
Yeah, it's
because
hilarious.
it's ignorance. He's just a dumbass sitting there. What was it? Like eating a banana or some shit? Like just in a fucking Nazi
and
uniform.
the joke was never people get offended that there's a Nazi uniform.
This
the
guy's
joke
so
is
stupid that he found a Nazi uniform.
yeah.
And
The
thought
joke
it was okay
is that the person making the joke is an idiot.
Yeah.
And that's why they're making the joke.
The character wasn't making a joke. He just found some clothes and put them on.
Yeah, like the whole point is that Charlie's an idiot, and like it's that distinction that like separates actual like good jokes about race and just dumb like ironic racism that's really very little difference between actual racism.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Liam
solved
and Brooks comedy talk because we know so fucking much.
Three white guys just solved racism.
We did.
Good job.
I don't think we solved anything.
No.
You can't solve racism. That shit's always gonna exist.
Yeah, as long as there's other colors.
As long as there's an American flag. Oh, shots fired!
What?
Oh,
You hurt my freedom.
Oh!
I don't know how much of like any of this will actually be interesting or
Yeah, that was pretty
listenable.
stupid.
Yeah, all of
So would he go on another hour just to get the doubles just in case?
an extra hour just in case.
Let's just film us playing Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, I still haven't fucking.
Don't you just
sorted
love
those.
how instead of Brooks saying no, he just lets out that that. It's when I'm like, hey, how about we do this? And then, it's just
I see.
The only thing I can compare it to is Brooks doing it. Like I can't think of another person who's been.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Or no, how about this? You're talking to a girl on like it's like fucking high school, and you want to dance with a girl, and you're like, hey, you want to go dance with a song? And she just kind of looks at her friend and goes, That's the best thing I can compare it to. Is that kind of disdain that, wow, I really don't want to. What do I do in this situation, girls?
It's not like them going like, well, because that gives you a little bit of hope. It's Brooks immediately shutting it down, trying to just go, no, I hate everything about that.
Fucking kill yourself.
I'm sorry, I guess.
You just have no life.
Also,
filter.
the was me being like, I haven't sorted those yet. Damn. that was what that was supposed to be. But I'm sorry that apparently that's a thing that I do.
Yeah. Oh, it is, and it's hilarious. I love it.
It's great.
Especially when someone that doesn't realize it says something to you, and you go,
And then everybody else is just like, Brooks hates it.
Shut down.
Brooks is not like that idea.
Just imagined a huge, like, Wheel of Fortune kind of thing. And then you just see Brooks looking at it, and it's about to click onto the one thing, and he goes, And it clicks to the next one. It's like, oh.
Hey!
What are you looking at, Lee?
I don't know, I'm just looking at the movies.
Yeah, looking at the movies. It's a mix between my movies and everybody else's. Like,
Titanic.
Yeah, those are all mine. The top half, like the top two shelves, majority my movies and shows. Shelves below that are a mixture between my movies, but then you get a lot of everybody else's shit. And then you get
Titanic, video games, and more video games.
Yeah, Titanic, then video games the rest of the way down.
There's a house in the Mask of Zorro. There's also a house in Highland.
Oh, don't you fucking bring back that bit. That was an old 100 Years bit. We moved. Our comedy has evolved beyond that.
I thought you were just going, I wonder what I can say to fill that space.
Yeah.
No, remember the bit when we were in the haunted house?
No, I remember what it was.
I remember the bit, but I agree with Zach. That was the intent behind it, no question. I like that noise.
What are we talking about now?
I don't know. What time are we at?
Oh, we're about 50 minutes.
This is usually the time we piss off Josh and he just starts yelling about stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that is kind of what happens.
Yeah.
So what could we say to piss off Josh?
He's not here, so we wouldn't know.
We already insulted him at the beginning of the
insulted him
episode.
big time.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't even know this is happening. Did he ever talk to anyone yet?
I think he saw my messages, but he never responded, so...
Well, apparently there's a Korean barbecue place down in Rockville that's all you can eat for as long as you want, and I'm like...
Pretty cool.
Oh, shit, dog.
We should go there in the future, but not today, because I would actually die.
The only problem, the little caveat, I imagine, is it includes tip, It includes unlimited drinks and everything like that, but it's like $20 or something like that per person.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad at all.
That's not like bad.
And I was like, I totally want to.
That's
go
like,
But to be fair, the last time I went to it was a Chinese place that was all you can eat. Well, and tip and drink was all included, and it was like $15, and I nearly died.
Like good way or bad way?
Bad.
Oh.
That everything was gross.
Oh.
And the stuff that did taste good made me violently ill.
But in all
Sounds like you
fairness,
didn't eat enough.
in all fairness, when you, me, and Matt went to that Korean place,
The honey pig.
the honey pig, which was fantastic. That cost like way more than $20, and that wasn't like included with like tips and refills and stuff like that. So, like
Is it 20 flat or 20 plus tax?
It's like 20 plus tax. It's somewhere between like 20 to 25. I don't know, but at that point, when you're paying that much, it's like whatever. I'm here for.
I mean,
all
like
that food.
I have eaten horrible things based solely on the fact that they are cheap. Before.
Oh
Yeah, fast food.
Yeah, that's essentially what fast food is. So, to me, this seems like just like a slightly nicer option than fast
How
food.
the fuck did we come back around to food again?
I don't know. We're humans.
Like, are we hungry or something?
It's one of like I'm
I
definitely
had some
not.
mac and cheese.
I had all that disgusting food I had mentioned earlier.
Shame boy.
Yeah, because I'm a bad boy, shame boy.
You are a shameful child.
Peacecraft. The end of Peacecraft.
Oh,
didn't
didn't
see
see
it.
it. Shut up. Spoilers.
All right, no spoilers then.
But it was great. I loved it.
I also
I still
loved
need
it.
to see 9 and 10.
9 and 10 are both fantastic.
Yeah, me and Caitlin were gonna watch 9, but then we didn't because she ended up playing Skyrim for a couple hours while I was doing a wiring project.
You both should play Final Fantasy 15 together.
She's only into Skyrim at this point in time. I'm easing her into it.
Okay, well, you play 15 and make her watch. Because it's about a bunch of boys going on a road trip, and Stand By Me plays. Or like a good version of it.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, when she started playing it and she got Lydia, I was like, "You're gonna fucking hate her." Everyone that's ever played this game hates her, and she's like, "No, I won't. She's gonna help me out. She's gonna be really cool." Blah blah blah, shit like that. And I'm like, "You're gonna eat those words, you dumb bitch."
Love you.
The other time while she was playing, and I'm just sitting there doing my cabling project, listening to podcasts, I'm just kind of ignoring her while she's having fun. Every once in a while, she'll be like, "Oh damn, oh shit," something like that, and then I hear, "Fuck you, Lydia! Get the fuck out of my way! I'm trying to fucking do something! Jesus Christ!" It's like, told you.
Then the controller
She
hates it.
screams at her so much. It's just fantastic.
I never hated Lydia. I mean, I got mad when she blocked a doorway, but I never, like, sustained hatred.
But compared to every other companion, Lydia's by far the worst.
I haven't played Skyrim enough to know. I played it with mods and broke the game, so I know nothing. Except for the fact that I punched a dragon to death. I installed a One Punch Man mod.
Nice.
I've done that too. That's fun.
It's a lot of fun. I love it.
But I have the Sony Skyrim, so I can only do so many mods.
You can only do, like, normie mods.
Yeah, I can't have like Sonic running around with me.
You can't fuck Crash Bandicoot.
Or Sonic. With all them Chaos
That
Emeralds.
was so great. Fucking Chaos Emeralds.
Oh,
I'm excited for the next Touch the Sky.
The next
character.
variation of Bone. We got Bone Dog, then Susan Crushbone. and,
Oh yeah, I didn't know.
I'm looking forward to the next Bone iteration.
Boner. Are you gonna call from Josh Yaskovich?
Hang on.
Well, let's
Put him on speaker.
I'll put it on speaker so Josh can be on the show. Hey, Josh.
Yeah, were we supposed to record today or tomorrow?
Today.
In fact, you're on the show right now.
Oh, hey everybody. I'm just getting back from filming a movie in Hollywood.
A movie that Josh did not tell me he was.
Fuck you, shut up, shut your fucking mouth. I'm making millions of dollars here. Carry your fucking show, you stupid bitch. I'm the star. No, I was in Gettysburg helping Jack with his movie. I'm sorry, my bad. I got my times mixed up. Well, I guess I'm on the show. Well, I guess everything worked out perfectly fine.
Josh.
We're about to do the sign off, you dumbass.
Oh, wow, sweet, cool. Just leave me on for the next hour.
Josh.
Yeah, what's up?
It's fine. There's just some. I was mad at you at first, but there was just like miscommunication, and you're all good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My phone pretty sure we're not recording today, right? We're recording tomorrow, right?
He's not talking right now, but you have now effectively been replaced with Josh Bowen.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in the room.
Is Josh Bowen there?
He's too embarrassed to talk. I think he's doing a bit right now.
But he's been on the entire recording, and when you listen to this show, there will be a Josh Bowen.
I heard none of that. All I heard was Josh Bowen at the end. So I have received no information. Is Josh Bowen there? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Yes!
Oh, okay. Is Zach doing an impression of Josh Bowen?
See, Josh is doing a bit right now where he's staying quiet, and Zach just sort of chimed in for him.
Oh, okay, sure. All right. So why is Bowen on the show?
Because he's replacing you.
We needed to fill the Josh quota somehow. He fucking hung up.
Text him that Josh isn't actually here. I don't want him to go, Bowen, what the fuck?
No, I want him to. I want him to, because that'd be hilarious. And then he listens to the episode, and there's no Josh Bowen.
There's no Josh Bowen.
And then
here
Josh
at all.
Bowen listens to the episode, and he goes, "I never let them use my name. I'm gonna sue them." And then we're all out of a lot of money.
I don't want to be alive.
Too late. It's already been set in motion.
Wait,
Yeah.
let me check my bank
This
account.
show's
It's
already
it's
going
frozen.
live. We are recording this live. This is a live broadcast, no editing. It's all there.
Do you think we'd get more listeners or less if we started doing live shit?
Less.
Is negative a listener?
No. The concept of negative is only in numbers as placeholders and shit, but
Do you know?
negative
Do you know
does
what,
not exist in nature.
Do you know what would happen?
Antimatter.
Do you know what would happen if we did like a live
Debunked
podcast?
ya! Sorry.
If we did like a live podcast, what would happen is people would listen to it and be like, look at our other stuff. And he's like, that shit was them edited? that was them cleaned up? Holy
there
shit.
There are so many points of just like awkward silences and just horrifying racism.
Yeah.
Horrific racism. So much racism.
Depending on how I cut this, like, just in case it wasn't in the episode, we kind of discussed that a little bit. We had a nice, mostly not jokey
horrific discussion
about
this
it.
Is an alt-right podcast.
No.
If you listen to this, you support Bannon and that spicy spice boy.
No.
His name is Trigger Trump.
I was thinking Sean Spicer.
I don't know anything.
He's the press secretary that constantly says dumb shit. And just kind of yells at people.
I mean, that's right. I mean, we're never going to have him on the show, if that's what you're wondering.
That would be fun. I would have so much fun. So what are you doing in this basement here in suburbia?
It would be...
Like you guys were the only show that would have me.
I don't even think my brain would be able to process Sean Spicer being in my house.
Staring at him and be like, so, do you believe the Holocaust happened, or...
And then he's like, I do. Shaking his head, no. And we're just like, oh, fuck.
Did you say, I like Jew? It's like, I don't think that's the correct terminology.
No, that's... It seems like you're overcompensating for something.
And what's that tattoo over your heart? Is that a swastika?
No.
Yeah, it was an Indian symbol that meant peace.
It's Buddhist.
No,
it's Buddhist.
Did he say Indian?
No, that's something middle school, like high school edge masters say when they draw a swastika, and you're like, oh, you're a fucking racist shithead.
And then
no, it's a Buddhist symbol of peace. And it's like, it's not actually. But...
Or it's either that or them thinking like they've outsmarted you, and it's just like, well, you see, it's actually a Buddhist symbol of peace.
Actually, what it meant in Buddhism was that they were the superior race. So no matter where you use it, you're fucking racist.
So...
The moral of the story is this: don't draw swastikas.
But I saw it on Yu Yu Hakusho, and that one guy who was bald.
Was he a Nazi?
Was he Patrick Stewart?
No.
So you're saying he was maybe Patrick Stewart?
Yes. I don't know. I have to watch Yu Yu Hakusho now.
I don't know. Patrick Stewart just kind of shows up places. You never know when you're gonna get a Patrick Stewart. Oh, hey, Patrick.
I think it's
I'm
time.
Patrick Stewart.
I think it's time for us to sign off.
Patrick Stewart.
Okay, let's do the plugs.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so
Patrick Stewart.
You good?
Yeah, I'm great.
All right. So, if you want to keep up with the show, we upload on SoundCloud every Sunday night, and you can follow us there. You can like the tracks there, keep up to date with us, or you can just have them automatically download to your phone if you go to the iTunes app and subscribe there. Leave us a rating, a review. It really helps us out a lot, helps promote the show, and if you want to, help us out, then, just tell someone about it. Word of mouth is the best way to, get people on it. And, be like, hey, there's this show that I like. It's called Brooks and Zach 100 Years. You should listen to it.
They'll be like, but aren't Liam and Josh on that show?
They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know, Liam.
But they would say, I heard about that show. I thought Liam and Josh were also on that show, or is it just Brooks and Zach?
It's all the boys.
All the Boys podcast?
All the boys 100 Years podcast. The boy years pod. 100 boys.
We've already done all the branding, so we gotta keep up with Brooks and Zach 100 years.
100 Boys podcast.
100 boys podcast.
Boys.
100 Boys years.
My brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother, my brother.
And me?
No, shut up.
Okay.
Why you gotta ruin it?
We also upload the episodes sometime during the week.
I like how it's now become sometime during the week. Like, you might get one.
It's fucking whatever. So subscribe to the YouTube channel to get those. If you prefer that over listening on iTunes or SoundCloud, you can just check them out there. Leave likes, comments. Helps the videos out a lot. Helps our show and our channel. Helps them out a ton. If you want to contact us, the best method of that is brooksandzach100years@gmail.com. We already got a letter from Will, and we will hopefully begin some more down the line, so we can have some more mailbag segments. What else? We have 100 Years Productions Facebook page. You can check out, like that, join that. Get all up in that. It's good. At 100 Years Pod is the Twitter, where we, send out shout-outs whenever it's uploaded anywhere, including YouTube or SoundCloud. And individual Twitters, I'm at Squeezy McCheesy, Zach is at Brave Snuggles, Liam is at Lambwall, Josh is at Barrett Films.
I'm so fucking proud of that lamb wall thing.
Lamb Wall, yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that one.
The wall of lamb.
Wall of lamb.
How disgusting that would be. So much shit everywhere.
So many screaming lambs.
Anyway, time to do the same sign off.
Anyway, same sign off we always do, all the time.
Just actually get this settled. It's dark. You're walking through the subway, just following the tracks. It's empty. You can hear the sound of the wind whistling past your ears. You keep walking forward for what seems like hours, and then suddenly you come across a viscous material that's filling the entire subway. You walk forward into it, trying to trudge through. It's like walking through a swamp, but throughout your whole body. As you keep going, you wonder, where does this lead? Why do I keep going forward? But eventually you break through. You look at your hands. They're a glossy amber color. You don't understand why. You continue to walk forward, only to realize you've reached a giant drum. And onto that drum you beat Brooks and Zach 100 Years.
I imagine there's an actor named Stuart Patrick that's just really fucking bad. He's just an awful actor. Full head of hair, though.
See ya. Full head of hair, though.